If you're watching this video, I'm here to tell you that your dreams and desires, everything you want out of life, it will all work out. It will unfold for you. It has to. It must. And the reason why that will happen is because of your belief in it. It's because of your belief in those things, your beliefs in your goals, your dreams, your desires, your belief in the image that you've created or the movie or the picture that you've painted of the life that you want to live. As long as you believe in that future, that idea, right? And you hold that image in your head and you take the necessary steps and the action to get there, right? Things will work out. It will all work out for you. It will all unfold. You see, what you need to understand is that in life, it is the beliefs that create the facts. See, most people get it backwards. They think it's the facts of their life that create the belief, but it's actually the beliefs that creates the facts. And a belief is simply a thought that we think over and over and over. So beliefs don't even have to be true. We hold a lot of beliefs that are not true, right? There's some people that believe that the only way to earn money is through a job. And we know that that is not true, but people still believe that, right? So you can hold so many incorrect beliefs about yourself, about the world around you, that do not serve you, that are actually holding you back. And so because a belief is nothing more than a thought that you think over and over and over, a repeated thought, you have the power. If you have beliefs that do not serve you, right, negative beliefs, you have the power to change that belief into something positive. You have the power to believe that everything is going to work itself out and everything is aligning itself out for you. And it is your belief in your goals, your dreams, your vision, that is what's going to propel you forward and create that in your life. You see, belief and persistence, they mean the same thing, because if you didn't believe, you wouldn't persist. And the fact that you are showing up each and every day, putting your best foot forward, that tells me that you believe in your vision and in your dream. And that belief is what's going to carry it forward. See, you need to also accept and trust that there is a universe, that there's a higher power that's operating, that's aligning all the variables behind the scenes, that there's 8 billion people and trillions upon trillions of variables that are being aligned, that your senses can't pick up, that is there to help you get to whatever it is that you're going, right? That the right people, events, and circumstances will unfold in your life at the right time when you are ready to help you get to whatever it is that you're going. You need to trust that everything is going to work out, because my question to you is, why not, right? So many people, now, the first thing that they'll think of is, well, what if it doesn't work out? And if you think to yourself, what if it doesn't work out? Then what that does is that it introduces doubt. And when doubt gets introduced, then you're basically putting out a counter intention, which of course goes against your belief of everything working itself out. I want to remind you that we're here for one lifetime, for one existence, as far as we know, right? So shouldn't we want to make that one existence like the most fun and memorable time? Like, why would we want it to be difficult? Why would we want it to be frustrating? Why would we want it to be annoying? Why would we want to struggle through life, right? So many people think, well, that's life. Everyone has to struggle through. But I'm here to tell you that that is not the truth, because there's plenty of people out there that enjoy their life, that everything comes easy and effortless to them, that the things that they want, need, and desire flow in at the right time when it's needed. There are people who live their lives that way, right? It might come as a shock to you, but there are people out there whose life unfolds that way, where their life is smooth sailing and easygoing. So if there are other people out there whose life is like that, then your life can be the same way too. You just have to tap into the right energy, right? And I can use an example, right? Say, for example, you're in college and you're sitting at a lecture and the professor assigns you a 10-page paper and you have 3 weeks to get it done. For a lot of people, they would immediately be worried. They would immediately be anxious, because they're thinking that 10 pages is so much to write and they don't know how they're going to get it done in the 3 weeks that they have. And of course, they have all these other assignments. There's so much studying to do and all these things, right? And because of it, they procrastinate because they don't know where to start. They don't know what to do. They know that the paper has to be written, but they don't know how they're going to approach it. They also don't know if they're even capable of writing a 10-page paper, because they don't even like writing a single paragraph. And it just becomes an overwhelming feeling, right? So because of that, they end up procrastinating because they believe that they don't even know if they're capable. They end up procrastinating the entire 3 weeks. Then comes the day before the deadline, and that's when they decide to start the assignment, to start cramming, to maybe get some extra credit. And then it doesn't end up, they end up turning an assignment and it doesn't end up being a great paper. But it was because of their belief that they held. They didn't know if they were capable, if it were possible. So because of that, they were worried and anxious. And because they had that negative energy that entire time, that negative energy is what prevented them from making progress, right? That negative energy is what kept them in the same position because they spent all this time wondering if they were even going to be able to do it. They spent all that time wondering if it was even possible to get done. And I'm here to tell you that so many of us like worry so much about the outcome. Like I understand we want things to work out as far as like the outcome, but I'm here to tell you that in a lot of things in life, if things work out for you, congratulations, you're probably going to wake up and have to do that same thing over again. And if it doesn't work out for you, chances are you're probably going to have to wake up and do that same thing again, right? Like think about content creation. If you're here, you're a small content creator here, just like myself, and you want to grow on this platform, right? Sometimes people put out content and they put out content hoping that that video is going to be the one that goes viral. And then they'll do it again and do it again, do it. And they do that because they want to already arrive at their destination. And I'm here to tell you, if you get there, right, if your goal is to one day become a full-time content creator, if you do upload that video and that video does go viral, then congratulations, right? You now got a lot of exposure, a lot of viewers, a lot more subscribers, but then you still have to go to sleep and wake up the next day and then continue posting content. And if that video didn't go viral, right? If let's just say it gets a normal amount of views or doesn't get any views, then guess what? You're going to go back to sleep, wake up, and then post content again if you are aspiring to be a full-time creator, right? You begin to see that you're still going to have to go through the process. And even if you have 0 views or 0 subscribers, right? That doesn't mean that people are not interested in your work. It just means that they haven't heard of you yet, right? Most businesses, they think that they're in the industry that they're a part of, but the actual true industry that they're in is marketing, because marketing is simply getting your name out there, is getting your product, your services, is letting people know who you are. And most, pretty much virtually all businesses and all people face marketing problems, right? Anyways, just know, trust, and believe that everything is going to work itself out for you, right? Sometimes I get it. I'm human too, right? There's going to be times where you don't see any evidence or of anything. You're seeing counter evidence of your goal, of your dream. And it can become challenging to sometimes have faith or have belief that everything's going to be working out if you're seeing the opposite of what you expect, right? But just know that your prayers have been heard and your prayers are answered. And your job is to make space for it. And you make space for it by getting excited, by being grateful for the things that you have and being grateful for the things that will unfold in your life, that have yet to unfold in your life, right? Is by being excited. Because if you think about it, if let's just say you watching this video, let's say you have a dream that you want to one day own a mansion. If I were to tell you at a snap of a finger that the mansion belongs to you, however, you will receive the key at some point within the next 365 days. So you can receive the key today, tomorrow, next week, next month, right? At some point within the next 365 days, you are going to receive a key where your mansion is paid in full. It has your name on it. It belongs to you. Most of you, if you knew that that was 100% true and 100% the case, you would be waking up ecstatic, celebrating, right? Because you know that that mansion is on its way. That you are going to be living in that mansion, right? Your worry is going to be gone. It might not be today or tomorrow or the next day, right? But you know that that mansion is on the way. Why not live your life that way, right? Why not live your life knowing that your dreams and your goals and your aspirations are going to be like, they are going to be reached. They are going to be achieved. You should do that because you are a creator. You have the power to create. So you are creating your future. So why not create your future to be a future that you want to live in, that you want to step into, right? Is the reason why people feel stuck is because They use their creative gifts to create more of what already exists, to create more of what is, or to create more of the past because they've already experienced the past. If you have access, and by if I mean you do, right? If you have access to an imagination that can create anything in your mind, and creation happens from the inside out, it's you taking ideas, your personality, your imagination, and bringing something that previously didn't exist out to the surface. So you can create anything in your mind. So that means you can create pretty much anything in this world, right? You have the power to create anything. And yet so many people use that creative gift to create more of what already exists in their life, or create more of the past if their past is undesirable, because those experiences are in their head. Why not use that imagination and that creative gift to create something that doesn't exist, something that has yet to be seen, something that you want to experience, right? This is why you need to have trust and faith, because to create anything, it's having something that's unseen in your mind and bringing that out to the physical world. That's creation. This is why when some people are on their path of creation, other people will call them crazy, or other people will question them, because they can't see the vision that you have for yourself. They can't see the movie that you've created in your mind. Other people can't. You can try your best to explain it, and right, but people can't see what you see. So of course they're going to think you're crazy because you're going after something that doesn't even exist, right? So to them, it's probably not even possible, because they're probably looking at all the facts of your life and they don't see anything remotely close to that, right? You watching the video, you might have dreams of one day being an international musician, a global superstar. And right now, you might only have a few hundred followers on social media, right? But you believe that that will happen. So then with your belief, eventually the people, events, circumstances will line up to make that a reality, as long as you continue believing and putting one foot in front of the other and trusting and having faith that everything is going to work itself out. There's going to be people out there who say that it's not possible, that it can't be done. But for the global pop stars, the international artists, I'm sure they had those same dreams as well. And they were once at a place where nobody knew who they were, right? So it's been done before, so it can be done again. And so why not have it be you? Why not? Like, we should be thinking positive. Like, it should be normal for us to think positively about our goals and the things that we want to accomplish. Like, that should be our default setting. But for most people, their default setting is to think negative. Their default setting is to think about all the reasons why something can't happen. And if you think of why things can't happen, then they won't happen, because you're going to be worried, you're going to be anxious, and that negative energy is what's going to prevent you from actually taking action and from making that thing. That negative energy is what's going to prevent you from attracting the people, events, and circumstances that's going to help you get to your dream. Like, if I use myself as an example, I'm so passionate about creating content, and I mean, you guys see it. I'm posting content all the time, so that shows you that I believe in this, because my persistence shows my belief. But I also understand that for me to get there, if I want to one day have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, I need to show up as the 1 million subscriber version of Joel, the 1 million subscriber content creator version of me, in order to get there. Because if I were to be at 1 million subscribers, I would be posting consistently. This would be my full-time job. I would be locked in on making videos and putting out the best content to provide value to people, to give people an authentic, genuine video, so we can have an authentic connection. Like, that's my goal. My goal is to help you get better, improve, and bring out the best version of yourself. And so if I were to be at the end goal of having 1 million subscribers, I would be showing up each and every day posting videos. So why not have myself show up as the end version of myself right now, so that as I continue persisting as that 1 million subscriber version, then it will be inevitable for me to get the 1 million subscribers, because I'm showing up as the finished product. Like, there's no longer a disconnect or no longer a time gap. But if I want to one day reach 1 million subscribers, but I'm treating my channel as if I have no viewers and no subscribers, right? I'm just leaving my channel out there to dry. Then that's showing that you don't have any faith or belief that is actually possible. So I'm here to tell you, what you need to understand is, once again, the facts of your life. The beliefs are what creates the facts of your life. And because beliefs are nothing more than thoughts that we think over and over, we have the power to freely choose any thought that we want to think. That's why we were given free will. That's why we were given a mind to think, right? To be logical, to reason. We were given imagination. We can think any thought we want to think. So we can begin thinking the thoughts that serve us so that we can create beliefs that serve us, so that these beliefs that serve us will create the facts of our lives that will serve us. What good is there to believe that you are not good enough or capable? It doesn't help you or serve you, but so many people feel that way about themselves when they need to be their own number one cheerleader, right? I believe that we can all be, do, or have anything we want, because all the people that we consider to be successful, these are people that use their imagination to create the lives that they're living. Everyone and everything that everyone has in their lives was attracted to them, was created by them and brought into their life because of their own creation. So you can use your creative gifts to create the life that you want to be living in very soon in the future, right? You can do that. And I want you to believe that the dreams that you have, the desires, all that everything is going to unfold for you perfectly, that everything is going to manifest for you at the right time, that you are on the right track, that you are not behind. Regardless of what your circumstances and what the facts of your life looks like, right? You are not behind in life. You are exactly where you need to be. And you just need to continue building. You just need to continue having the right attitude, having positive energy, putting a smile on your face, because you can go very far in life by just having the right attitude, by believing, by being your own number one supporter, by believing that everything's working itself out, right? There's no reason not to believe that. There's no reason to think that it won't work out for you, because it's worked out for plenty of other people. So it will work out for you as long as you believe and persist, right? Then it will work out. So worry less, be less anxious, take a deep breath, believe everything's going to be fine, and allow the universe to work its magic, right? And allow your belief to carry you forward. Everything's going to be fine. Everything has always been fine, and everything will continue to be fine. So I rest up the video. Enjoy the video. To leave a like and subscribe as we're on the road. So many subscribers, guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.